Joshua Black.
Joshua?
Morning again.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a full 55 years since the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Not many years after it was passed, the U.S. government that made that law persecuted Martin Luther King Jr. to death, started a drug war that targeted minorities, and established gun control practices that made black families sitting ducks for gangs and dirty cops. Contrary to popular narrative, civil rights legislation should not be looked to as a reversal of Jim Crow. At best, it is a cheap show. It is more accurately a deceptive way of handing more power to the people who have been using it all along. The structures of power that gave Jim Crow laws their punch were not torn down. They were supposedly repurposed for good, but that hasn't manifested in success. Racism still exists today and has frequently reared its ugly head in recent days. The children of Israel also had this problem. No matter how many good kings they had, the Bible often says, but the high places were not taken down. And then the story of a good king is usually followed by stories of several evil successors. Don't deal with the evil power structures, you have not addressed the root. Bigotry is not cheap. Turning aside business on superficial grounds generates business and profits for competition. Those who backed government regulation of businesses knew this and thus imposed their beliefs on their neighbors, forcing them to do as the racists please. Jim Crow wasn't some widespread private business action. It was a government mandate to look at people's features before deciding how to treat them. Civil rights legislation didn't change that aspect of the law. It tells you to look at people's features and find out about their lives and report to the government about how he was treated. The correct way to deal with discrimination is without legislation. The market will do its work. The people who want to make money will learn to work tomorrow for people they don't like today. It's peaceful, and it doesn't require a bureaucracy.